Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140?
He's a great finisher. I think he's the best finisher in boxing. He's Joe Louis, he's Mike Tyson, he's Jack Dempsey. Three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. He's all.
What do you think about that fight?
As of right now, I think we're in the same weight class, but we may be down 6 years, 7 years from now. Who knows what could happen?
The monster instills fear in his opponents with a devastating blend of speed, power, and technical brilliance. Fighters worldwide understand that stepping into the ring with Inoue means not only contending with his extraordinary abilities, but also grappling with the psychological strain of his unyielding dominance.
You know, Inoue, Inoue deserved to be in the power for power. Absolutely. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of.
This precision in delivering devastating knockouts and his unwavering determination make him a formidable and fearsome force in the ring.
He only really lets his hands go if his opponents are hurt. That's just who he is. I actually appreciate that about him. You know, it does a few things. One, it keeps him safe. But when you're throwing those single shots like he does, it preserves energy. So he's still fresh in the championship round.
21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Bam, a puncher. He is good. But the way how he places punches, like, he's good.
His nickname is, was it the Monster or the Beast? The Monster. He's fighting this weekend.
He is good. I'm gonna watch him.
That's the one you asked where he come from now?
Yeah. He's Japanese. Only from Australia last.
He beat, what's his name? What's his name? Daenerys?
Yeah, he beat Daenerys. Yep. He got dropped in that fight.
No.
He got dropped and he got up and beat him.
No, he ain't get dropped.
He didn't get dropped?
He got hurt.
The Japanese phenomenon recently reached the remarkable milestone of becoming a 2-time undisputed champion, a rare feat in the boxing world. Renowned for his explosive power and technical mastery, he continues to cement his legacy as one of the greatest fighters in the sport's history.
Inoue went against the rope. Good right hand off the rope. He's fighting off the ropes now. There's not a part of his game I haven't seen. He's been everybody this fight. Good right hand to the body. Good jab. I mean, I don't. Paul Butler can't hit him with shit. Look, you see that? The footwork and the head movement. Back right to, that left came so fast after the right to the body. Yeah, he hurt him. Butler's down. That's it. He's knocked out. 11th round. He broke him down and knocked him out. That is amazing because he tried to open him up. He tried to counter him. He tried to give him confidence. He chased him the whole time. He found a way to.
It's become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming.
Now Naoya, having recently achieved the status of a 2-division undisputed champion, prioritizes maintaining peak performance in the featherweight division over pursuing challenges in higher weight classes. He believes that staying within his optimal weight range enhances his power and speed, underscoring his commitment to excellence. Focused on dominating his division with precision and intensity, Inoue remains driven by mastery of his craft rather than the pursuit of fame or fortune.
Mayweather beat Baltimore at 147. And that's when the first time you heard them mention, hey, Manny Pacquiao, should he keep jumping up the weight classes? And then Floyd Mayweather retires, Manny Pacquiao, not big puncher. He said, yeah, I may be too big for him. Many people know Mayweather was probably too big for Manny Pacquiao. Still, people salivated over that fight.
He's already undisputed. Why is he staying at 122? Why is he fighting this guy? The thing is, though, he's coming up from, 115?
He started at 108.
108. This guy was tiny. Going up 126, that's another division. It's going to be his 5th, 6th division. I think that's why he's taking it a bit slow.
Of course, people are pushing him for 126, and I think at 126 we will see Inoue struggle a bit more, especially if you've been jumping so many weight classes throughout your career.
Naoya Inoue's triumph over Stephen Fulton marked a pivotal moment in his career, demonstrating his exceptional skill and cementing his place among the world's elite pound-for-pound boxers. Bout, held on July 25, 2023, at the Iraqi Arena in Tokyo, Japan, saw Inoue claim the WBC and WBO super bantamweight titles with a stunning 8th round knockout victory.
I'm proud of the fact that I put Inoue on my pound-for-pound list, I don't know, 3 years ago. Whatever it was. I don't even know how long.
That's true.
And no one...
You've been on him before I even knew who he was.
Ken, no one had him anywhere near it. His control right from the start. He made Fulton... Fulton's a defensive fighter, a good counter-puncher. He made him concentrate more on defense.
Inoue, famously known as the Monster, controlled the fight from the outset, leveraging his speed, precision, and power to keep Fulton on the back foot.
Then Fulton really wanted to early. He set the course of the fight, the mentality of the fight, the theme of the fight, right from the start. A gear that he'd have liked to, where he could have gotten a rhythm going. The Monster, I added smart Monster. And I said this before the fight, and I say it again, that this was a matchup of styles that may have given you a glimpse of what a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight would have looked like if the fight had not happened 5 years too late, where Pacquiao was still at his peak as a great offensive fighter like Inoue is, and versus a great defensive fighter, obviously like Mayweather, which Fulton was known to be, although not quite at the level of Mayweather. There's not too many guys at that.
Inoue's relentless assault reached its peak with a devastating combination that left no room for recovery. A thunderous right hand, followed by the perfectly timed short left.
To his credit, he had to go over to Japan. Fulton was ready mentally, physically, to give his best effort, and against any other fighter, kind of like in the same situation. Who knew?
Sent Fulton crashing to the canvas, sealing Inoue's emphatic victory. From the opening bell, Inoue imposed his will, showcasing unmatched speed, precision, and power. His calculated aggression kept Fulton on the defensive throughout the fight.
I picked Inoue to win, but I thought it would be a much more closely contested fight than it was. And listen, I'm not dissing Fulton. He was just blown away by a person whom I now consider. I was wavering a little bit, but I now consider after having watched that in its entirety, you're looking at a generational talent.
Yeah.
And Fulton is still a good fighter. I don't want people to start shredding him and throwing him under the bus. No, he's still a good champion. Well, ex-champion now. He's still a very good fighter who can come again. It's just that yesterday, man, he was
dismantling his strategy and denying him any opportunity to gain momentum. The knockout not only secured the W.
Naoya gets knocked down in the first round, and I said, "Whoa!" But he kept it together. He. It was like he was surviving, fighting back, and being defensive, like simultaneously, which I thought was very impressive. You get a mixture of, it's usually like one of the three. You got somebody who's trying to hold on and hang on and move, or you get somebody who don't know better and just trying to fight back. You know what I mean? Or you get the guy who's just straight defense and let me get through this round. He seemed to do a little bit of all three, which I thought was very impressive. And understanding Neri to have he came into the game in the US when he debuted out here. He came in out here.
BC and WBO super bantamweight titles for Inoue.
Before we get to
like the first three.
We got to preview Haney and Garcia. We got some time left, but we got to get to this whole madness on this whole Noah. Do you think Inoue should come to the United States? Not, do you think he needs to come to the United States? If he said needs, I heard.
But also reinforced his reputation as one of boxing's most formidable champions.